And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show on a night where you had one job as a Ranger, and it was a job well done. Rangers navigate the trade winds and blow out the Nashville Predators 4-0 on Garden Ice. Hi, everyone. Inside our Delta MSG studios from the Garden, alongside Steve Valiquette, I'm John Giannone. Not a whole lot to complain about tonight. The Rangers knew what the opponent was, and they basically showed them over 60 minutes exactly what that opponent was.
They took care of business. One of my biggest pet peeves with the back-to-backs is when you have an opponent that you should handle and you take them lightly. They get ahead on you early. Now you've got to chase the game. You have to exert extra energy. You possibly have injuries because you're laying out to block shots. Well, the Rangers got ahead in this game, and they really never lost momentum. I mean, even when Nashville was pushing in the third period, Quick was out of his mind. So Nashville really never gained any traction in the game. I just thought this was business taken care of for the Rangers, and it's really a night unfolding that sets them up for a great night tomorrow night against the Islanders.
You talked on Friday about the need for Artemi Panarin, Alexis Lafreniere to step forward. Yeah. You talked tonight about the need for Artemi Panarin to be more visible. Number 10 was the number one offensive player for the Rangers. He
was. I thought he was a catalyst. And this is what you expect from your leadership group. Your marquee guys have to have marquee nights and marquee moments right now just to keep this thing getting closer towards the playoff cut line. And it was every shift for Panarin. This is the way he looks when he's digging in. And look, I talked a lot about his blade and how he tapes his stick. He is a distraction when he is playing with that intent. And I think that the delay before his shot that he scores on over the glove of Annunen, it makes him wait and go down early. And that's what stars do. And he tracks back here. The Rangers did have two giveaways in the neutral zone before he scores. One was Zach Jones, and the other was is right here, is Panarin's. But the good quick recovery from DeHaan on a reverse to Lafreniere, watch what it does here to Nashville as Panarin takes off. He recognizes that all five of the Nashville Predators are caught between the face-off dot and the boards. That's no man's land. Gives Panarin a lot of time and space, and Annunen is out far here. You know, he is way out challenging. There's not a lot of room, but I thought there was a slight delay in the release, and I love this look. I love that. Where the camera is. I love that. He knows where the camera is. So I think with all those things that, you know, Panarin was playing with that intensity, that passion, that euphoria. It comes out. It comes out in his celebrations, and it's infectious. He needs to bring that again tomorrow night.
Great look at Panarin's night from inside the film room powered by CDW. Another guy who had a night was the Rangers goaltender. I think one of the most familiar sights from my spot between the benches was Ranger players banging their sticks on the boards, congratulating Jonathan Quick for what he did in the game. 35 saves in all, his third shutout of the season, and let's see here, 63rd of his career. Now one behind Henrik Lundqvist on that list.
Oh, knock it off. Yeah. Wow. Hank, look out. Hank's out relaxing skiing, and Quick's getting work done over here. Short work. All right, well, here's the thing with Quick. He plays with so much emotion. And when you're talking about carrying that through the lineup, you know that he's a money goalie, and these saves he made tonight, you got to be kidding me. He had 5 A-plus, memorable, no-quit saves. You know, this is the stuff where you show a youngster what it means to compete after a save. Scorpion! Never give in. It's a scorpion. A one-legged scorpion on Marchessault who knows how to finish. These were big moments, but that's the, and look, he loves it. Shesterkin loves it. They're having a good laugh late in the third period during a commercial break. But again, we're talking about things that you need right now to galvanize the group. That's something that galvanizes the group, and guess what? That's good for Shesterkin too. Mm-hmm. He saw him go out and lay out a performance. Well, Shesterkin has to do the same thing tomorrow night.
6 saves in the first period, 9 in the second, 20 in the third, 35 in all for Jonathan Quick. Here he is in the Rangers dressing room. Michelle Gingras inside the room.
Jonathan, with these games just being as important as we know they are right now, just what'd you think of your team's effort tonight to get the win?
We did a lot of good things tonight. You know, started the way we're defending. They got, in the first period, I think they got 2 short goals. If it wasn't for Brodzy back checking and grabbing a stick in front of the net, and then same with the laugh coming back late in the first period, stopped one on the backside there. So, you know, it started from there and it continued all night. So we battled hard, and two points that we need, and now it's all about tomorrow.
Your 800th career start for you, a lot of milestones this year especially. Just what does it mean for you to have this kind of longevity in the league?
It's tough to kind of look at it that way, right? Like you're just taking one season at a time here and one game at a time. I'm, enjoy being here every day with these guys, coming to work every day. So, just kind of enjoy the moment, right? Yeah.
Jonathan, the save where you got to kind of turn and swing your stick back to the post. How would you describe? I mean, I'm sure that's just like a scramble instinct, but how would you describe it?
Desperate. That's it. Obviously I know he's got to bring it back to in front of the goal line to put it in the net. So I'm just trying to get anything over there to try to get a piece. Yeah.
His humility is admirable, I will say that, but he also gave a lot of credit to his teammates, especially what they did early in the game. I know Michael Peca told me as well, he really liked the way the Rangers defended. Remember, no Ryan Lindgren after the trade. You have a first-time Ranger in Calvin DeHaan. How did you think they fared in their own zone?
No, that's my notes that I take through each period. There was a lot of defending notes. Had the Rangers not scored, we probably would have opened with defending in the first and second period. And it helps Jonathan Quick because he's a goalie that has learned how to back up under Allaire's tutelage last year and be able to come through the middle of the net. But when it becomes a one-on-one, he still wants to get out there and get in your face. And if you're going to beat him, it's going to be on his own terms. And he wants to play that way and get on his toes, which I have no problem with. On a one-on-one, I'd rather him go out, get a good first save, and then have your team back you up. And sometimes he'll end up a little bit out in the white ice, but that's when he swings. Like, there's always a desperation there. So I feel like, can you imagine what it feels like to be a player? Like you saw the Marchessault one there where the Scorpion comes up. It rips your confidence away. He steals goals in games from people with his aggressiveness, but it's his compete. He never lets it in. I liked Sam talking about Hasek during the game. That's how I grew up watching goaltending. Hasek never let you have an easy one. There was never, sometimes goalies will just give you the courtesy wave with the paddle of their stick. There's none of that crap in his game. He just goes for it, and I love that about him.
Yeah, so Jonathan Quick with the shutout. Rangers scored the second goal of the game, 62 seconds into the second period. It came off the stick of JT Miller. Let's gauge his reaction to the Ranger win with Michelle.
Well, I thought we had a good start, played a good first period. I feel like after we made it 3-0, we were pretty sloppy, but Quickie was unbelievable. Kept that game a lot closer than it maybe could have been.
Do you feel like you guys in the last few games have kind of been gaining steam, like maybe playing a little bit better with each passing game? Do you feel like you're building right now?
Yeah, it was trending in the right direction. Like I said, I thought the first was really good, but I think once we got a big lead, I feel like we didn't really gain lines very well, and turned over a lot of pucks and forced Quickie to make some really nice saves. So, like I said, he was awesome, but we'll take the points right now, and we got a game tomorrow, so that's great.
Power play looked a little crisper tonight. Did you feel like you guys are making some progress
there? Yeah, we had some good chances. They're a good penalty kill. They put a lot of pressure, so I thought we did a good job of attacking when we could, and you're not really set up too often against them. You just got to find a hole and get to net.
Another couple points for Mika tonight. He's been red hot recently. What are you seeing from him?
Confidence. Typically with high-end players like that, confidence goes a long way. So he's a hell of a player. He's been a top player in the league for as long as I've known him, and I didn't follow much until I got here, but he's been playing great since I've been here. So
You talk about the confidence as well. You've been contributing since you've gotten here. Just how has the chemistry grown for you just in the few weeks that you've been here?
Yeah, I think I've been with Mika almost every game, so I think our chemistry is getting there, 5-on-5 power play. But there's still little things that have to come over time where there's just tendencies that become automatic, and it's going to get better and better as we go. But it's nice to be able to contribute, and I'm playing with him and he's playing well, and playing with Cools right now or Brett. Sometimes it's playing with great players, so they make me look good sometimes.
JT, what's it like playing with Jonathan? Especially I know you being an American, him being the all-time winningest American goalie. I mean, being able to see him up close, I guess. What are your impressions?
Yeah, it's cool, right? I've played against him a long time out when he was out west, and he's one of the greats for sure. And he just keeps adding up these milestones, and he's an awesome guy too. So I couldn't be happy for him.
Thanks, JT. Appreciate it.
JT Miller, third star of the night, now 6 goals, 12 points in 10 games as a New York Ranger. 4-0 the final.